Ready, rolling.
Yep.
Cool, so if you just introduce yourself, maybe just mention what type of track it is you're playing today. Over to you, Seb.
Yeah, I'm Seb. This track's sort of like 170 electronica sort of beat. It's quite unfinished, but yeah, this is what I got so far.
Okay, what did you guys think of Seb's track? Yeah, let's start.
Really nice.
Yeah,
Really nice. Was it live or?
On?
Was it live?
it was one of the pop units. Yeah, just chopped up a bit.
Sounds really cool. Someone else? Jordan?
Yeah, I really liked it. So I heard it last week as well when you were in the studio. Yeah, it sounds like you're going somewhere, man. The atmosphere it sort of creates like, I don't know how to explain it really. And then just make you just put you in like a deep thinking, like sort of state sort of thing. Like the percussion as well. I noticed the change up and stuff. It's good.
Cool. Someone else? Gemma? What do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say.
What did you like about it? Or
I really like that. Vocalist. How you chop that up really. I don't know, I just think it all fitted. I can't really say how you can improve it actually. Do you know what I mean? It seems really good to me.
okay, that's fine. Anyone else want to add a bit? Maybe some ideas?
Maybe like
Opinions?
maybe just having the straight, maybe having like maybe missing a few like
Hats.
or maybe just put one in there just like
You know, like hat shape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like now and then just to
Yeah.
switch
Yeah.
it up a bit.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I
Like,
say, it's still
Maybe
working
later on or
progress.
something like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was sick. to be honest.
Cool. Jordan, were you going to add to that?
Yeah.
Pardon?
I'm cool now.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much, Seth. I don't know, Robert, if you want to say.
Oh yeah, just really nice, very subtle, very kind of spacey. I like there's a lot of that coming in now. So it's quite a lot of change since September on the way people are doing stuff. It's really getting kind of a lot of subtlety and kind of space. Use of sounds is really good. There's another guy you might listen to. Has anybody heard of Steve Reich at all? Steve Reich? Check him out. Yeah, he does a lot of minimalist kind of compositions. I think you learn a lot about creating space with very little, you know, and try to experiment with that a little bit. Check him out he's playing on iTunes and things like that. But maybe do a bit of listening with him at some point. It might be a good idea to actually do a little bit of listening in this session to different people.
Yeah.
So you can, you know, at times if we got time to fit it in, there's probably got so many people to get through that it's not always possible to do that. I know.
Kind of a listening.
Yeah, or just little excerpts. We fixed up on the Macs and we could just play, you know, in the Steve Wright. Yeah, it's RIREI or RIECH. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Check them out.
In fact, that's really cool you mentioned that because there's a number of composers. If you do CMT up at Bar Spa, you end up kind of studying those guys a bit, and they essentially kind of push the boundaries of in kind of Western culture, the 12-tone scale, which we all kind of use with the keyboard, and ideas about time signatures and repeated rhythm, and they kind of a lot of what they're doing
Yeah.
is working outside those boundaries, and they came up with some really interesting sound
Yeah,
experiments.
In multimedia, we're doing sort of music for MPEG, rather, and we're going to be after Christmas. We're looking at serialism and doing some serialism stuff, which you might find interesting. You know, hopefully.
There's a hip hop track by J. Rue the Damager. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they sampled one of these experimental. It's either Stockhausen or Steve Reich. I can't remember which one. There's
Sorry, Jim, who's Stockhausen?
Is it Klaus Stockhausen? No.
Karl Heinz.
Karl Heinz.
Yeah, another one of these composers who kind of push the boundaries.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not songs as such. They're kind of explorations of sound often.
Electronic
So
music
sort of
and
more
all that sort of
soundscape
thing.
based sort of stuff.
Yeah, but I think where, you know, it's a bit like in electronic music where people maybe aren't classically trained musicians, so that they're kind of loosed of those boundaries.
Okay.
And I think what Rob's kind of highlighted is there's actually a lot of parallels between minimal music and a lot of this experimental composition where, you know, the timing isn't always straight divisions of a 4. Sometimes it's 3 over 4, and you can kind of hear the way it's seeped into a lot of modern music. So.
I think the stuff you can pick up from that. You know, I'm not saying you have to do that stuff, but there's little things you might find useful. You know, just use it as a reference of something. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Cool. Cheers, Seb. That was wicked. Who's up next?